Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel if you came back. My name is Zed, or whatever the fuck. I forgot how to start my videos. I love it. Anyways, today's video is a special one. It's not. This is gonna be about my therapy experiences. The multiple ones, because I've had multiple. My fucking hand is shaking. Pardon me. So yeah, my therapy experiences, I've had multiple, some for being trans, some for anxiety, some for different shit. I've changed therapists like fucking 5 times, 6 times, I don't know how many times I've fucking changed therapist, but it was like throughout many years, so it's not like one day I went to one and then the other day I went to the other one. No, like it was like during like, I don't remember. I think I started going to therapy at 11. Yeah, I think so. At 11 I started going to therapy. I remember because the day my mom went to the doctor to get a referral to a psychologist, I met this girl that used to go to my middle school, or that was going to my middle school, or some shit like that. I don't know, but she was in like a higher grade than me, and I was like, I'm in 6th grade, and she was like, what classes are you taking? And I'm like, I don't remember, but I'm taking these classes, and I started naming some names, and it was like, I remember my 6th grade classes, so it was in 6th grade. And in 6th grade, in the beginning of the year, I was 11, and it was in the beginning of the year. So, at 11, I started going to therapy. Well, who was the first one I went to? Okay, I remember. I went to this one therapist for social anxiety. Back then, it was just social anxiety because I didn't know I had to go to a therapist for transgenderism, gender dysphoria, whatever the fuck. And my dysphoria was bad, but it wasn't that bad, because, like, it was bad because I couldn't bind, but I would still bind, you know. I would, like, put tape around my tits, and I would bind, and I would feel better about myself. That was my gender dysphoria, and, my body dysphoria, and it was pretty shitty, but I didn't know I had to tell a therapist about it, and so I didn't, and I was just going to therapy there for social anxiety, and, she was a nice person, I guess. I don't know, I don't have anything to say about her. She was just kind of there. She would, like, play this game she would, like, put board games and play with games, and it would be like, tell me a fact about you, or, like, compliment the other person, or shit like that, you know, because it was for social anxiety, you know? I was, like, fucking dying inside. And so that was my first therapist, and that was in, like, 2012, I think, right? 6th grade was 4 years ago. Yeah. So, yeah, 2012? No, what? 2012, oh my god, 2016, not 2012, oh my god. Not 2016, oh my god. 2014, I cannot do math. 2018, I thought it was 2016 for a second there, and I was like, what? Who? But yeah, 2018 minus 4 years is 2014. I can't do math. I haven't been to school in too long, I don't know how to do math. 2018, 2014, yeah, 2014. I don't know how many ages I fucking said in like 2 days, in a minute, but I meant 2014. That was in 2014, and I went to her till like 2015. Oh my god, my hand is shaking. And then in 2015, we left her because my insurance was like, stop having insurance, and it was like, okay, I guess. And then it went like a few months later, like we stopped going for like a few months because we couldn't afford to pay appointments since I was covered by insurance, and then they took it away. But we were without insurance for like 5 months or so, and after that we went to this other psychologist. I don't remember who. I don't remember who. But let's just go with this psychologist. Okay. So then we went to this psychologist at it's just like a famous psychologist, I guess. Her name's Vivian Gonzalez. She is on Caso Cerrado, the Spanish, you know, the Spanish Law and Order, basically. Not Law and Order, the Spanish Judge Judy. And she would go on there often, but like I went to her for therapy. And there I was now going to therapy to address my transgenderism. So my mom was going because she was like, I need them to locate her gender, like, fucking go on that GPS and figure out where the fuck her gender went, because, like, this is a phase, and please tell me it's a phase. And they did tell her it's a phase, and I was like, okay, I guess. And so at this gender therapist, when the first time I went, they made me take that quiz thing. Turns out I have a horrible memory. I remember 2 things out of the numbers that she told me. The third number, but like because the therapist gave me like 3 numbers the first time, 2, and then the second time 4 numbers, and then the third time 5 numbers, and 5 numbers I already forgot what the fuck the numbers were. It was horrible. But yeah, that was fun. I have a horrible memory, right? So then, in that gender therapist, I went, and she diagnosed me with depression and anxiety, general anxiety disorder, and she would do these worksheets and shit with me, and she would, like, teach me coping mechanisms, and she did this one worksheet, and where it was, like, a situation that I find unpleasant or whatever the fuck, and how I would usually react and how I should react. And so one of the things was, I put one of the things that make me uncomfortable or act negatively, is being fucking misgendered. And she was, and I was like, it makes me angry being misgendered by people that know my pronoun, and it makes me angry because they know and they're not doing their effort. And she was like, no, that's not how you should react. You should react by letting it go. And I was like, why? I mean, I guess, because, like, I was angry, so, like, letting it go would make it easier, but, like, fucking just gender me correctly. Like, what the fuck? I shouldn't be letting it go. You should be fucking gendering me correctly, whatever. And then, so it was, like, Vivian, the famous psychologist, was, like, the head of everything, and then I had different psychologists. And then from the different psychologists, I had this one woman, and she would be my psychologist, and then every once in a while we would check in with Vivian, with a famous psychologist person. And so one of the times we checked in, I was like, my mom spoke to her first, which was fucking bullshit, because she was, like, telling her that it was, like, going through a phase, and she wanted her to, like, orient me in life, and orient me in my gender, and in my LGBTness, wow. And essentially she told me that I was not trans, if it was just about me wanting a dick, I was probably just a butch lesbian, and that if it's just about sexuality and it's all about sex, then I'm not transgender. And I was like, I didn't once say it was about sex. Like, legit, I didn't once say it was about sex. I was like, and then, and when she said that, I teared up, and I was like, I am literally binding right now. Are you seriously telling me I'm not transgender? And she was like, okay, it doesn't matter anyways, because you are too young to transition, so there is no point of you coming to therapy. And right after that, I didn't go anymore. And it was like, okay, I guess, great, I love it. So after that horrible experience, and then her sub-therapist also would tell me that I wasn't trans, because I should just let it go. And it was like, God, fuck. That's not what you tell kids. When they are saying to you that they are transgender, you do not tell them to let it go. You do not tell them to just let go of the misgenderings and let go of shit like that. There is no fucking lighting in here, and I am angry. Open that bitch up. Yes. Yes. That is some good-ass lighting. And so that was her. And so I didn't go to therapy for, like, a year after that. It wasn't a year. It was a few months, but it was, like, till the next year. And that was last year, 2017. It has no sequence, but, like, basically the first therapist I talked about was between 2014 and 2015. And then the therapist I just talked about was, like, 2016 primarily, because, like, I don't remember the one in 2015. But that's fine. So there was one in 2016. And the one in 2016, I left her, and then it was like mid-year that I stopped going to her, and then it was like 2017 started, and like during June, so like it was like around a year, but not really. It was like a few months. It was like a lot of months, like 9 months maybe. And so then we went to Miami Children's Hospital, fucking Nicholas Children's Hospital, I don't know. That hospital that was like renamed. And we went to a psychologist there that was an intern. So I'm not sure she's gonna still be there by the time I get insurance again, because she has been the only therapist that has actually tried to understand me and has actually helped me. You know, she has been the only fucking therapist. The rest of them were just fucking shit. But it might have been because, like, I was 14 when I went there. I was 14, turning 15 in, like, a few months. So, like, I was more valid when I said I was trans, because it wasn't, like, a preteen shit, the hormones, that's what's happening. And I would tell her I'm trans, and she also diagnosed me with anxiety and depression, and also, and also, like, fucking, she diagnosed me with some other shit. Oh, ADHD. Well, she didn't diagnose me, but she was like, it's happening, it's affecting you, and I was like, okay, great. And that was fun. We didn't do a lot of coping mechanisms for ADHD, and I was gonna go on meds the second that my insurance was like, no more insurance for you, little rich boy, and I'm like, I don't have food sometimes in my house because food stamp runs out. Are you fucking kidding me? It's fine. Yeah. She was one of the best ones. She used to, like, help me perform in school and help me with my anxiety and help me with dealing with, like, being misgendered, dealing with, like, coming out to teachers and dealing with all that shit because I was about to start high school. So she would do that, but I only went to, like, 4 or 5 sessions, and that was, like, every other week. So, like, we went for, like, a month and a half, and that's it. And then insurance got cut off, and I told her that my insurance was gonna get cut off, but that's it. And it's so disappointing because she was the only fucking therapist that actually tried to understand me and tried to help me. And it is so disappointing because I wanted her. And now my insurance is gone, and I'm like, okay, I guess. Fucking hell. I wish my insurance would come back. Because I need therapy. I'm not going to therapy right now, but I need therapy because I am a depressed motherfucker that has gender dysphoria, a mental disorder that causes transgenderism. If you don't have it, you're not transgender. And, I can't deal with my fucking bullshit anxiety sometimes, and it's not fun. It's not fun at all, but, you know, if I had therapy, it'd be so much better. But I don't have therapy, so now I'm struggling. My mom applied to, fucking Florida Kid Care, which is, like, some fucking insurance, whatever the fuck. And, hopefully they'll give it to her now, and I just want insurance, I just want therapy. Oh my god, it's so difficult to get therapy in this fucking country, because everything costs, like, fucking $1,000 in the medical field, and I'm like, if I were dying right now, I'd be fucking dead by now, because, like, I don't have that kind of money. Nobody's gonna waste that kind of money on my mental health. If it were, like, something physical, people would be like, yeah, she's dying, let's pay it. She's dying. I love misgendering myself, it's great. Essentially, I've had a pretty bad therapy experience, but I had one good one good therapist, and I had to leave her, and it is so disappointing. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did not mention any names because I didn't remember any names, and okay, but, like, yeah, it's been fun talking about this shit. There's probably much more shit that I didn't mention because I'm just, like, skimming through my history of therapy. And if you want any actual, like, profuse information on which therapist I went to and shit like that, I could try to research that shit, but I don't want to right now, so cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all in another video, and peace out.